Danny, no one gets left behind.
Attention, 10 seconds to ring movement.
Run, bitch! Run!
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about the state of Season 14 in Apex Legends and how there have been some major changes and not everyone is necessarily happy, including the pros, and well, they have a fair amount of influence on the game. We're going to cover all that. We're also going to give about 45 bucks. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's talk about Apex. Okay, so let's talk actually about some cool stuff coming to Apex Legends. Just yesterday, Kralrindo did find some new ALGS skins. The crypto was actually found by Hypermist in Season 13, but Kral found an additional Prowler that looks to match coming with it. There's no ETA on release, but we are supposed to be getting some news about how the new ALGS will work going into Year 3 in just a couple of days. Along with that, he showed us a number of new recolors that are slated to be coming this split. We have Loba's Elegant Aesthetic, along with the Sentinel Luxury Longshot, the Bocek Bow Emerald Stone, and the Rampage Skyfox, which will require Raptor Strike, which people have been waiting for a very long time. He also noted that DirectX 12 support for Apex is coming soon, and he also noted that there are new graphic options added for Spot Shadow Detail if you are on PC. If you don't know what DirectX 12 is, it's actually enabled for window-based PC games that will allow for enhanced ray tracing and variable rate shading, and at this point you're probably like, okay, well I play on Xbox, PlayStation, or Switch. What does that mean? It means that they are upgrading the features and graphics of the game itself, but most likely this will be the time when we see the next gen upgrade for the systems, such as Xbox Series X and PS5, allowing them to finally play at 120 frames per second. And it looks like we are also going to be getting a fix for the gold knockdown shield. Skeptation actually pointed out that with now the gold knockdown not having a self-res, it's pretty hard to do a 1v1 in the firing range as you will instantly die. Respawn Pav, a developer, actually said the team is already looking into it already, so expect some kind of update coming to the firing range that will either alleviate this issue or maybe just improve the firing range completely. Also, an inside source let us know a little bit more about the gun game LTM, which is officially looking to be called Gun Run, and it will actually be 4 3-person squads where you will try to rack up kills, where you'll be able to switch weapons after each kill. The first team to score with the final thrown weapon wins. This is actually very similar to the mobile version. It will have a rapid respawn mode as well, as you would need that for this kind of game mode, and it will basically allow you to warm up and practice. Kralrindo even showed us the banner frame UI lobby for this as well. And a lot of people have been enjoying Season 14, myself included. However, not everyone feels that same way. Imperial Hal went out on stream the other day, and a couple of other pros have shared the idea and the same sentiment that Kings Canyon just really isn't it for ranked. And I can actually agree with that. I do think the new map update is fantastic, especially for public lobbies, but calling for it to be removed completely I think is a little bit of a stretch. Kings Canyon is a ton of fun, and I get why pro players aren't always a huge fan of new changes and having to adapt to a new meta. But still, the season's only been out for 3 days and people are already asking for it to be removed from the game, which I think is absolutely ludicrous. Another thing a lot of people have noticed, but was often overlooked when the patch notes came out, is that the ring time has changed quite dramatically. The damage increase in ring 1 has actually gone up from 2 to 3 HP, equivalent to the second ring, and it actually starts closing a lot quicker. As you can see the different numbers here for each individual map, it is sped up quite a bit. And while this change is a little frustrating on some maps such as Kings Canyon, which is a little bit smaller, it will be interesting to see how it works on Olympus and World's Edge. But what I don't think people have realized is this is actually an incredibly good change for Stormpoint, which is going to be our second split map that we play for ranked, because the #1 issue that players have with Stormpoint is the fact that it is so big you never end up seeing anyone. But by making the ring more damaging and moving faster, you cut out a lot of the problem of people landing on the outskirts and kind of just meandering, not finding anyone. There is still that stuff that Garretleaks actually found a couple seasons ago, where there was actually files that said the lobby size was going to be increased to 80 to 100 players. I'm still hopeful that someday we'll see something like that, especially with the Stormpoint map, but in the meantime, it does look like the reason the ring speed was increased and the damage as well was to make Stormpoint a little less unbearable for those players that are going to have to play it in the second half. Let me know down below, do you guys like the changes that have been going on in Season 14, or do you think they need a little bit of more tweaking in the next update? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.